we're about to fly. Are you ready?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah. I'm assisting you in the cabin today, along with John. Luggage and personal articles should be stowed either overhead or under that seat in front of you. To prepare for departure, close your tray table, place your seat in the upright position, and lower your headrests. If you haven't already, fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fitting into the buckle and pull the strap so it is tight across your hips. To open your seatbelt, lift the top of the buckle.
Here we go.
Keep your
It's funny.
Are we gonna fly? Okay, here we go. We're taking off. Here we go. Yay. We're going really fast. Oh boy. Look out the window. Look at how fast we're going.
Wow. We're going fast.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Up, up, up in the way. Whoa. Oh, look, we're flying. We're in the air. Do you like it? We're high in the sky. You see the clouds? Okay, you want a snack?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shake up a martini, pull up a chair, and let's go thrifting. This is Mid-Century Wasted.
Welcome to another episode of Mid-Century Wasted. I just got back from Oregon, and of course it was like a nice little vacation with the family, but I couldn't keep myself out of the thrift stores or yard sales, and neither could my husband. So check out this haul. This is my Oregon haul. I'm pretty stoked on it. I mean, okay, quick confession, I'm just gonna start with this and then I'm going to get off the table because I don't want it to wreck the beauty of everything else. This is some Rae Dunn that I got at Goodwill, and it's new in the box still. These little hors d'oeuvre plates. Enjoy, bite, savor, share. I'm not a fan of Rae Dunn. Just throwing that out there. If you are, more power to you. Everybody likes what they like, but it's just not my thing. It kind of annoys me. But I know that it sells, and I hate to be like a sellout, but mama's got to pay the bills, right? So I got this at Goodwill, and I'm gonna resell it on eBay, and that's that. I don't think I need to say anything more about that. So I'm just gonna remove it. Now here's all the pretty stuff. This is all the stuff that makes me excited. Start with these guys here. This was actually the first thing that I got on vacation. I'm going to very carefully tip this to the side so you can see the full effect. These are just absolutely lovely. They're really gigantic. The person selling them sold them to me on Facebook Marketplace, actually. And she had them listed for $15 each, or 2 for $20, which was interesting. For $5 extra, I got the second one, and she did say that I guess she had mislisted it, or she typed in the number wrong or something, but and she even said like deal of a century. So I was like, okay, yeah, no kidding. They're California pottery. They are marked on the bottom. I really don't want to like I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, but they say CF or CP, C something. They're California pottery. 72, some numbers, and then USA. I don't have my glasses on. I apologize. But she called them window planters in the listing. They're giant. They're really big. probably like 18 inches, 20 inches long. The green color, I'm sure, isn't even like picking up properly on camera because it's this like really great kind of mint green with these little brown speckles. That is kind of what it is. It's like freaking mint chip ice cream. No wonder I love them. Reminds me of my favorite ice cream flavor. So anyway, I got those from a local person up there in Oregon. Yeah, $20. I agree. Deal of a century. They're in really good shape. One of them has a little kind of rough edge right here, but that's it. There's no other, it's almost just kind of like the glaze is kind of worn in certain edges, like right here. You can kind of see the glaze is just sort of worn. That's all over the whole thing, so I don't even think that that's necessarily a flaw. I think it's just kind of part of the design. So moving on. Oh, look at that paint by number. I can't even tell you how long I went without finding any paint by numbers, even though I've known about their collectability for a long time. And then now all of a sudden I'm finding them everywhere. So I think in the house right now I've got like six different paint by numbers. I can't say no to them when I see them, that's for sure. Although, to be honest, I got that paint by number and then that set of glasses at the same yard sale. And there were two more really small paint by numbers. And I don't remember what subject matter they were, but it wasn't as fantastic to me as the lighthouse. And they were $8 each, and I didn't have enough money to get them at that moment. So I actually did pass up on two very small paint by numbers. I think this one is fabulous. It's very well done. I haven't looked it up on the paint by number database yet, but I will. I spent $15 for it. It has the frame. Everything's in really good shape. And just the colors are so beautiful and vibrant. And it's an ocean scene with a lighthouse, and it's going in my house. There's no way I'm selling this baby. I love it. So I've got like a nice little paint by number collection going on here. The glass set, let me come over here. We've got this caddy with 8 little roly-poly lowball rocks glasses, right? With gold and grape design. Grape leaves. See that? There we go. And grapes. So they're a little, they're a little busy when you're talking about mid-century modern. You know, these are more just kind of mid-century, not quite sleek enough. When you see like the silver fade, or you know, something with just like a thin silver band on it, or even more of a geometric design, those would be considered more mid-century modern. I would call these more just mid-century. But it's got the caddy. They're still beautiful. I mean, impeccable condition. There's like no loss to the gold at all on these. It's unbelievable what good shape they're in. And yeah, it was only $10. $10 with the same place as the paint by number. So the paint by number and this caddy was $25 altogether. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this. I will be selling this one. The set will get sold. Probably on Etsy, I think would be the best place for that. We'll see. But yeah. Keeping, selling. Oh yeah, and I forgot those. Like my ugly heater. Yeah, sorry. These guys, I'm undecided, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I'm going to sell these or keep these. I want to keep them as a pair. I know that. I don't want to break them up and sell them individually. I'll probably sell them. I love the color. I love the shape and the design. I mean, it would honestly, I know they're supposed to be planters, but it would make a really cool fruit bowl on a table, or just a centerpiece for, you know, if you had a big dining table, which, yeah, I do not. There's my dining table. That's it. My tiny little apartment. You know, if I did have a dining room with a dining table, I could see those sitting in the center, lined up with either plants inside or fruit inside or something. But I don't have that right now, and somebody else probably does. And they need a beautiful mint green, mint chocolate chip planter or dish, tray, bowl, whatever. So yeah, I think I will probably end up selling those. I've got to look up the value, kind of trying to find a value of it first, because I do have $20 invested in those already. So if I'm not going to make a ton of money on them, obviously I would just keep them. But just by their size and quality, I feel like there's some money to be made there. So anyway, moving on, let's come over here to these little munchkins. These guys are Bunny salt and pepper shakers, and these are Fitz and Floyd. I think you can see on the bottom there, Fitz and Floyd. There's a little stopper, and if you see in the back of her head there, there's the holes where the salt comes out, and this guy's the pepper. See, there's the pepper holes. These were at an estate sale. We saw an ad for an estate sale when we were up in Bend. I saw it say Fitz and Floyd in the ad. So, and just based on the pictures and the other stuff they mentioned, I didn't think there was going to be a whole lot there to really get, so I was kind of looking specifically for the Fitz and Floyd stuff to see if it was the good Fitz and Floyd, and by good I mean the stuff that sells for a good amount of money. So when I found these, I just sort of like took a mental picture of them. Actually, I may have even taken a picture with my phone, and then I went back to the car and I looked them up. And here in Southern California, there'd be no way I'd be able to really do that. I'd have to like stand there and just be obnoxious and do it right in front of everybody, because estate sales here are just like way too crowded. And if you see something, you need to just snatch it up and put it in your bag or your box or whatever and buy it right away, because otherwise there's 15 other people standing right behind you who will grab it. So since I'm not super familiar with what is the best Fitz and Floyd, although I kind of had a feeling these were going to be good just because I see kind of the humanoid bunnies, and I feel like I have seen those kind of go for a lot of money. So anyway, I looked them up, and this set, they were asking $6 for the pair together. So I still kind of thought, oh, it's probably going to be fine. It's probably like not even that much money. Oh, and they're in perfect condition. There's not a chip, you know, sometimes like the ears, you can even feel it. They're nice and shiny and smooth still. I mean, there's not a chip anywhere on any of either one of those. So I looked for solds on eBay, and I found some that were selling, that sold, not were selling, but sold for $120. So I kind of gasped in the car. My husband and I talked it over for like 10 seconds, and then I walked back over to the estate sale and I bought them. I would think that these would sell closer to Easter time, so I might just sort of photograph them, bubble wrap them, and box them up and put them in my garage for a little while, and then list them closer to Easter, because I don't mind hanging on to seasonal stuff for a little while and then selling it at the right time to make a little bit more money. Because you never know, somebody might have these up in their attic, and then Easter time rolls around, they open up the box and realize, like, you know, Mr. Bunnyman's head fell off at some point over the last couple seasons, and then they want to buy a new one to replace the ones that broke. I know that that's happened to some of our own valuables and collectibles, where you unwrap something or you drop it as you're setting it out or something, and so you need to replace it. So I think I'm going to hang on to these until Easter time, and then double check the comps again and list them at that point. But yeah, they're cute. They're cute. Okay, next was a garage sale, and you see I still have that sticker on that one. But let's crouch down here. Oh, my knees. Okay, there in all of her beautiful glory is a Maddox of California, I guess, casserole dish is what it looks like to me. I feel like it should have had a lid because it's got this, see, it's got this metal footed base here. It just kind of is screaming, where did my lid go? It looks like it would have had a lid. Do I care? No. Is it beautiful? Yes. You can see I got it for $5. Maddox of California, number 122. And it is this turquoise, of course. Of course, here I am just saying, oh, look, it's turquoise. I'm going to buy it. Throw my money at you. With this gold, and it's raised. So, like, that's got some texture to it. Like this gold drippy splatter swirly paint effect. Like, look at that. Like, there's none there. There's a lot over here. Now, so we can see that. Oh, my arm. So there's some chips. This is chippy. I was actually thinking of potentially using that as a planter and keeping it for myself because of the condition and the fact that I think it was supposed to have a lid. Now, of course, again, I will look up, see if I can find any comps, if it's worth some crazy, stupid amount of money. Yeah, of course, I'll sell it. I feel like everything that I keep has a price that I would sell it at, you know. No matter how much I love something, if I found out it was worth a gargantuan amount of money, of course I'm going to sell it. But for now, I'm thinking this is going to be added to my collection. And I may use it as a planter because Lord knows I'm not cooking anything around here. So, and it doesn't have a lid anyway. But man, is it pretty. I mean, this is all rusted and chipped up too. Like, the condition is not great at all. So when the condition is bad and you know you're not going to be able to sell it for very much, if you don't care yourself and you love it and you think it's beautiful and you can still find a use for it, then just keep it, right? And that's how we become hoarders. Okay, so at that same garage sale was this Airstream, like just a little tile trivet. See, it's just a little tile. This is modern, obviously. Kathy Deggendorfer Studio. So if you like this, go look her up. There's some free advertising for you, Kathy Deggendorfer. I love this. I love Airstreams. I don't know if I've ever talked about that on here before, but look, the little license plate says Road Trip, RDTRIP. My dream in life is to someday own a vintage Airstream, fix it up, and travel the country with it. But I don't know how realistic that is. At least not anytime soon with 2 little boys and work and everything else. But still, dreams are dreams. And so I do collect trailer Airstream stuff. And I actually got a bunch of trailer towels and trailer stuff on this trip. For some reason there was just a lot of camper, not trailer, camper, vintage camper stuff up there. I kept seeing it everywhere and I kept being like, oh, I have to buy that. So I bought a bunch of new modern things too. But this was at a garage sale, so I included it in this little haul here. Yeah, I just think it's cute and I'm going to put it in my kitchen. Looks like it belongs in a kitchen. Anyway, moving right along. We did go to Goodwill, like I said when I was talking about the already done stuff, but it was all glassware, everything that I got at Goodwill up here. Their Goodwill was interesting. I mean, it's just one, which is like something I'm not really used to. I guess I'm spoiled here in California when I have like 30 of them I could go to. Just between Goodwills, Savers. There's a million thrift stores around here. There was just the one Goodwill up there. But I found some stuff. I found the set of 4 of these, I don't know, martini glasses. Not really martini. I don't know. I'm going to have to look up and see what this shape exactly is called. It's got this silver band, and I don't know if they're modern or not. They might be. I'm not entirely sure. I need to just look them up. They were $2 each, so I've got $8 invested in this. So if they're modern, then, you know, I'm going to have to just keep them, obviously. But that's okay. Put an ice cream sundae in it, right? Does not look like a good ice cream sundae glass. Anyway, so yeah, I would be trying to sell those, but I need to research them a little bit first. There were actually 5 of them in the store, but I decided since they were $2 each, I wasn't going to buy 5 because that's such an odd number. So I left one of them, which is kind of like, oh, why did I do that? I don't know, but you know, I didn't want to spend the extra $2, I guess, when that's not even a good set number. I think 4 is just easier to sell. So that's what I did. I also found this, which I hope you can see the pattern on that. Oh my god, I love the pattern so much, but I mean, I'm sure you can tell it is scratched up to all hell. See, the silver has just been scrubbed right off. People, take better care of your stuff. This 50 years from now, somebody's gonna be sad that you scrubbed all the silver off of it. How much did I spend? $2 on this one too. I bought this for myself just because I like the pattern and I know that I'm not gonna be able to resell it because of the silver scrubbed off, and that's fine because I just liked it. And woo, don't break anything. My husband and I like craft beer, and I thought this would be a cool kind of beer goblet. And I don't need a set because it's just for me, one person drinking beer out of this patterned silver little beer goblet. At least that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a beer goblet. Yeah, I love it. This guy was interesting. Currier and Ives, which is not a brand I'm familiar with, but I saw it and I looked it up in the store and I saw some that sold. This is a train pattern. It's frosted, 99 cents. So I went for it. I think I saw one sold for like $8 or $10 by itself. And this one's in really, sorry, I'm looking at it away from the camera. This one's in really good condition. Yeah, train stuff. I keep finding train stuff and picking it up for some reason. I'm not even like a train person, but whatever. I looked it up in the store and it sells for like $8 to $10 and I paid $1 for it. So I went for it. I don't know. It's a little experiment. We'll see what happens. Kind of the same thing with this guy. This one was 99 cents. Also, it's really tall. Like, is it a vase? Is it a glass? Drinking glass? I don't know. It's tall and skinny. It's got like a red poppy on it. I mostly got it because poppies are my favorite flower and I thought it was really pretty. Oh yeah, I did have, is this Anchor Hawking? I think it has the Anchor Hawking down in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I need to take the sticker off and really examine it. I thought it was pretty. It's just one, which is a bummer. I searched everywhere to try to find more, but there was just the one. So if it's not sellable, again, just another random piece to add to my collection. Alright, last thing from my Oregon trip. Never mind the Roomba and the cords and stuff, please. I apologize for the skagness of my setup here. Here is an interesting kind of little set of 2 Irish coffee mugs. And let's see, they did have they were 99 cents each. They did have some like markings on the bottom. I cannot read it. I'm gonna have to take the tag off to see if there's more underneath the tags. These look old. They've got a lot of crazing on them, like a crazy amount of crazing. For me personally, I think crazing is cool looking because to me it shows age. I know some people don't like it. You know, that's just a matter of taste, I suppose. They're not cracks. It's definitely like sturdy and solid still. Nothing's chipped or cracked on either one of these. They've just got a lot of crazing to the glaze. And then here's this one. This is like the little bonus one that I don't understand at all because it doesn't have a handle, yet it almost has these 2 little like lumps right here where the handle would have been, but the glaze is completely, I don't get it. It's like the handle fell off before they glazed it, and then they glazed it anyway and sold it. So I don't understand this thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look these up and see if that's a thing or if this is just an anomaly, little like one-off mistake where the handle is missing and they glazed it and sold it anyway. So I don't know. It's a mystery and I'm out to solve it. And yes, those, I will be selling those too once I research them. They're $1 each, right? $3 for the set. And, you know, unlike this set where I only wanted to buy an even number, I bought this odd number because of this odd ball with no handle. You know, it's almost like, here's for your coffee and here's an extra shot of Bailey's to go in it, or whiskey, or whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Here's your little sidecar of extra whiskey on St. Patrick's Day. There we go, guys. There's my Oregon haul. It was an awesome trip. It was fun to visit family. My boys flew on an airplane for the first time, and that was an experience. Oh, and just to, in case there's any wonderment here, the only reason I was able to get this stuff, even though we flew to Oregon from Southern California, is because my husband drove our van up there. He wasn't sure if he was going to have to work summer school this summer, so we didn't buy him a plane ticket, and we just decided if he was able to go on this trip, then he would drive up, because he doesn't mind driving, he likes driving. That's how it worked out. He drove up and me and the kids flew. That was only made possible by my aunt and our friend Melanie flying with me, because there's absolutely no way on God's green earth would I have been able to do that by myself with the boys. 2 kids, age 3 and under, both of them, we took the car seats on the plane to like strap them in real good because my kids are crazy and I didn't think they would sit just with a regular seatbelt. So yeah, lugging the car seats through LAX and 2 kids and our carry-ons. I mean, it was insanity. It was absolute insanity. But anyway, all of this made possible because my husband drove to and from Oregon and we had a place to put it after we bought it to get it home. Long story, but worth it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, comment, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.